Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good day so far. So today we're going to look at the junior doctors strike. They've walked out for a total of 6 days starting from the April the 7th. They've already rejected a large offer from the government of 28.9% over 3 years. Now, do you have any sympathy for the doctors, or are they just holding the country to ransom? Let's take a deeper look into the facts behind the story.
You've got yourself in this situation by being so incredibly greedy.
Oh, sorry.
Sir, you deserve good health care. You deserve
Yeah, I
rapid
do
health
deserve.
care.
Everyone deserves health care.
And successive governments have failed you.
Greed and
they failed us.
profiteering. It shouldn't be about greed and profiteering. It is.
The mood has changed.
Patients need doctors! Doctors need jobs! Patients need doctors!
The government and the doctors' union, the BMA, thought they were close to a breakthrough in ending this bitter and protracted dispute. But talks collapsed at the 11th hour.
So while millions of us wait for care, junior doctors are walking out of our hospitals. They are beginning is what is set to be the longest continuous strike in NHS history, a full 6-day walkout from April the 7th to April the 13th. And this comes after they rejected a government offer that would see their pay rise by a cumulative 28.9% over 3 years. And the headlines are asking a provocative question, and today we are too. Is this about greed, or is it a bridge too far? The doctors' union say this isn't about getting rich, but about pay restoration. But can a demand for such a large pay hike, far beyond what other public sector workers are receiving, really be justified, while patient care is actively being harmed? In this video, we'll get past the slogans, we'll look at the real numbers and the damage these strikes are causing to ask if this is really about fairness or if it's all about a professional holding the public to ransom. Now, from the government's perspective, the offer is more than generous. They highlight that junior doctors have received some of the highest pay awards in the public sector, a nearly 29% increase over 3 years, with a most recent offer of around 5.4% is a substantial figure by any measure. The impact on the public, meanwhile, is undeniable and severe. NHS leaders warned this walkout alone could cost the health service an estimated £300 million. And since the strikes began, it's estimated that over 1.7 million appointments have been rescheduled. For patients left waiting in pain and anxiety, seeing doctors on a picket line feels like a profound betrayal. The doctors' union, the BMA, claims that this isn't about greed. Their entire argument hinges on the phrase pay restoration. They claim that since 2008, inflation has eroded the value of their salaries so badly that now they're worth about a fifth less. So when they ask for a large increase, they're not asking for a bonus, they're asking for their salary to buy what it used to. They warn that without this, doctors will continue leaving for countries like Australia, putting more pressure on those who stay. The BMA argues that this is the real long-term threat to patient care. While both sides use stats to their advantage, the BMA's strategy has drawn heavy criticism. The government's offer is a cumulative 28.9% pay rise over 3 years. While this occurs during a period of high inflation, it is still a significant increase that outstrips what most workers are receiving. However, the BMA's tactics appear designed for maximum chaos. Calling a 6-day strike, the 15th such industrial actions, gives huge ammunition to critics who say they're deliberately targeting patients to gain leverage. It's an aggressive tactic that seems to show little regard for public suffering. Their very specific choice of the RPI inflation measure, which is known to run higher than the standard CPI, looks like a strategic move to make their pay grievance appear as dramatic as possible. Perhaps most damning, by refusing to let its own members vote on the latest government offer, the BMA leadership opens itself to the serious charge that it is acting undemocratically and silencing moderate voices within its own ranks. So is it greed? While junior doctors face financial pressures, it is increasingly difficult to ignore the charge. The demand for pay restoration to a specific point in history using a preferred measure of inflation seems disconnected from the economic reality facing the rest of the country. The fact that doctors are leaving the NHS is a serious problem, but is inflicting mass disruption on patients the right way to solve it. The strikers cannot be absolved of responsibility. The choice to strike has immediate and devastating consequences for patients caught in the middle. The financial cost to an already struggling NHS is staggering, and the damage to public trust may be irreparable. This fight now appears to be a power struggle, with the BMA leadership pursuing a maximalist position, regardless of the cost. The strike is a disruptive and morally questionable response to a pay dispute, and whether it's justified at all depends on a simple question: should patients have to pay the price for a contract negotiation? The government itself has to take a huge amount of blame for this situation developing. Last year, they gave the junior doctors a massive pay rise with no conditions attached to it whatsoever. Most commentators said after that pay rise was given to them that they would be back for more, and all the government had to do was put conditions on it, saying that they would accept X amount over the next few years without any conditions of going on strike. But they didn't, and now they're reaping what they sow. This is a hugely divisive issue. What do you think? Are the doctors' demands reasonable, or have the endless strikes gone too far? Let me know your perspective in the comments below. And before you go, if you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and it just allows our channel to continue producing content like this. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.